In a mournful night of the 10th year of prophethood, when the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was steeped in deep sorrow due to the disbelief and rejection in Makkah, Almighty Allah arranged this great journey to grant him unprecedented honor and solace. The Prophet, peace be upon him, was resting at night, either near the Masjid al-Haram, near the Kaaba in Makkah, or at the house of his cousin, Hani. In that silent moment of the deep night, the chief angel Jibrail, or Gabriel, peace be upon him, arrived by the command of God. To prepare the Prophet, peace be upon him, for this sacred journey, a miraculous event took place, the cleaving of the chest, or Shaq al-Sadr. Jibrail, peace be upon him, opened the Prophet's chest, took out his heart, placed it in a golden vessel and thoroughly washed it with Zamzam water, or with divine wisdom and faith, completely purifying it from all doubt and worldly attachment. He then restored the heart to its place and sealed the chest. This process was a divine mechanism to prepare his heart and soul for the highest purity required for meeting God. After the purification, a special conveyance called Al-Buraq was brought for the Prophet, peace be upon him. Al-Buraq was an extremely bright white animal, whose speed transcended human imagination. Its single stride reached the farthest limit of its sight. Mounting Al-Buraq, the Prophet, peace be upon him, accompanied by Jibrail, peace be upon him, began his journey from the Masjid al-Haram in Makkah. This journey, which normally took a month, was completed in a mere fraction of the night, reaching the distant Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. Along the way, he stopped at several sacred and historical sites, such as Medina, where he would later migrate, Mount Sinai, where Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, spoke to God, and Bethlehem, where Prophet Isa, peace be upon him, was born, and offered 2 units of voluntary prayer at each location. Upon reaching the Masjid al-Aqsa, he tethered Al-Buraq to a specific stone. All the prophets and messengers who had come from the beginning of history were present there. At the indication of Jibrail, peace be upon him, the Prophet, peace be upon him, led all the prophets in 2 units of prayer as their Imam. This scene proved that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is the leader of all prophets, and his Sharia is the final form of all divine laws. After the prayer, the main part of the great journey, Al-Mi'raj, or the Ascension, began. Accompanied by Jibrail, peace be upon him, the Prophet, peace be upon him, started ascending towards the heavens one after the other. At the door of each heaven, Jibrail, peace be upon him, would introduce himself and request that the door be opened. First heaven. Here he met the first human father, Prophet Adam, peace be upon him. Adam, peace be upon him, welcomed the Prophet. Second heaven. He met with Prophet Isa, or Jesus, peace be upon him, and Prophet Yahya, or John, peace be upon him. Third heaven. Here he met Prophet Yusuf, or Joseph, peace be upon him, renowned for his beauty. Fourth heaven. He saw Prophet Idris, peace be upon him. Fifth heaven. He met Prophet Harun, or Aaron, peace be upon him. Sixth heaven. He spoke with the powerful Prophet Musa, or Moses, peace be upon him. Seventh heaven. Finally, he met Prophet Ibrahim, or Abraham, peace be upon him, the friend of God, who was leaning against the Bayt al-Ma'mur, the celestial counterpart of the Kaaba, the center of the angels' worship. In these heavens, the Prophet, peace be upon him, witnessed the vastness and diversity of God's creation. Furthermore, he saw with his own eyes many scenes of paradise and hell, along with examples of the dreadful punishment for various sins which was shown to warn his community. Above the 7th heaven lies the ultimate boundary of the universe, Sidrat al-Muntaha, the low tree of the utmost boundary. Jibrail, peace be upon him, stopped here and said that if he proceeded any further, his wings of light would be incinerated. Subsequently, the Prophet, peace be upon him, ascended alone on a special conveyance called Al-Rafraf, transcending the veils of light. Finally, he reached a place where he was honored with the sight and audience of Almighty Allah. This was the greatest and highest attainment of his life. During this divine encounter and conversation, Allah conferred special honor upon His beloved messenger.